I genuinely thought that naming my daughter was the hardest decision I've ever had to make. Turns out it's possibly announcing the winner of this competition, the DJI Mini 4 Pro. Just to put this into perspective, and not for any dramatic effect, it is now 3:20 on the 1st of February. You'll be watching this around 2000, so about 4.5 hours from now. I still can't pick a winner. There's so many good entries, and right now, as of this, I still haven't picked a winner. I have a top 5, then I went to a top 3, that was the one, and now I'm really struggling. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. I finally made my mind up. The decision is made, and this is the one I am going for. Basically, I have to just throw it out there that once again, absolute massive thank you to all of you that have taken part in this challenge. I appreciate all of your efforts, and honestly, this was just an incredibly difficult decision to make. All of you, absolute kudos for those of you that, went out to remote locations, got some fantastic scenery. Those of you that flew in the snow in freezing conditions. I have had entries from all different age ranges, and once again a very heartfelt thank you to all of those of you that continue to say how much you enjoy my channel, that have left nice messages on your videos or in your intros. Honestly, it's very humbling. I really do appreciate it, and every single one of you, for me, just deserves something, but of course there can be only one winner. So before I announce the winner, a big thank you to the video sponsor, CoverDrone. CoverDrone contributed massively to allow me to be able to give this prize away. CoverDrone are a drone insurance company, basically offering really good cover and good service. I have got my policies with them. Now, after a brief chat with CoverDrone earlier on, they did mention that up to around 50% of all claims are down to operator error. I've made mistakes, I've crashed my drones, the inevitable does happen, and even though we can say that we're going to be as careful as possible, there is always the inevitable accident just around the corner. Many happy customers have claimed using them and had absolutely zero problems. So if you want to get a quote, I will leave a link in the video description that'll take you right there so you can see what they may be able to do for you. Now, I cannot hide the fact that this has been one of the toughest decisions I've ever had to make. All of you, once again, just to repeat myself, absolute kudos. One thing has been perfectly clear to me through watching your videos, and that is, many of you can already fly better than the automation, with some of your manual flying actually better and keeping the shots framed perfectly, whereas even the quick shots do not as good of a job. So that's again a great testament to all of you guys out there. I've enjoyed reviewing every single one of your entries, and so much so that I've genuinely struggled to pick a winner. So whilst the final decision has actually come from me, of course, I did have to just to back up my own thoughts, reach out to a couple of friends of the channel just to give their input and just to see, in a situation, what they would have picked. So here's a quick message from a couple of friends of the channel.
Hey everyone, this is Henrik Olsen from Tech Drone Media. Gavin kindly forwarded all the runner-ups for the title of his GAVINHR Quickshot Challenge, and I've now watched all of the contributions and come up with at least my favorite of those. And I must say, it was really hard to pick one because you are really good and very skilled with your sticks. This was a real pleasure to watch, and thank you for letting me participate in picking the winner of the challenge. Well deserved.
Hello, Nobby here from the Nobby Green channel. Gavin HR, a good friend of the channel, reached out to me earlier and he asked me for some help as he was struggling to find a winner for his competition with the Mini 4 Pro drone giveaway. So there's been some fantastic entries, and I'm not going to reveal who I thought the winner was. That's entirely up to Gavin. But what I will say is there were some fantastic entries, and good luck to each and every one of you. Back to you, Gavin.
So I guess it's now time to reveal who has won the grand prize of the DJI Mini 4 Pro with the DJI RC-N2 controller. Now, as this was such a tough decision, even though I did not announce it in my initial video, I have decided that because I was so torn between these final entries, I have decided to give away a second place prize. So to basically announce who has won the second place, it is this entry from Noah. Popping this on screen right now, this just absolutely hugely impressed me. As you can see, it is an absolutely brilliant landscape to be flying from, but of course, landscape I cannot take into account. I have to go on the manual flying. And the fact that this was an attempt at a boomerang, which in my honest opinion is the hardest of the quick shots to actually replicate, okay, you can see this is an absolutely brilliant attempt. Absolutely all credit to you, Noah. You know, this was really so close to winning, okay, but there is just another one, which of course in first place, that just tipped it, okay, but absolutely kudos. Now, I did see in your thumbnail that you have a DJI Mini 4 Pro, so as a second runner-up prize, what I will do is I will get some ND filters worth £45 shipped out to you. So to announce first place, the winner of the DJI Mini 4 Pro, and ultimately the entry that impressed me the most for the GAVINHR Quickshot Challenge, is this entry right here from Sam Buckeridge. Essentially, even though Noah's entry was absolutely fantastic, I could not ignore the precision flying from this entry. Sam has executed this helix quickshot absolutely spectacularly, kept the subject of this church in the frame at all times, even when the church becomes slightly out of sight and goes behind the trees. Again, this shot is framed absolutely perfectly with such a consistent altitude rise, because of course it is a helix, and such a consistent speed. And it is using the old classic DJI Mavic Mini, okay, which of course we know does struggle in the wind. And ultimately, everything I have seen, you know, the drone is irrelevant, the landscape is irrelevant, it's all down to the flying. And ultimately, this is just the best entry, and I have judged this in first place. So Sam, congratulations, you are the winner of the DJI Mini 4 Pro with your entry. Thank you very much to, of course, everybody for taking part. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I appreciate every single last one of you. All of you that took the time to share this video, take part in this video, you know, went out in all conditions to film your entry. Most importantly, all of you that continue to support my channel on my YouTube journey. I appreciate every single last one of you, and just again, thank you very, very much. So that wraps up that one. Hopefully you can go visit Sam's video. I will leave a link in the video description. Go give it some love, of course, and I'm sure you will agree it is an absolutely fantastic entry and a well-worthy winner. So that wraps up this video. Thank you very much for all of your entries, all of you for watching, and see you again soon.